seated. And now, Mr. Jordan will direct the Buckeye Boys State Band as they play our official state song, Beautiful Ohio. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the cities. How can I do that? Will all city elected officials please rise and stand in place? You will be now sworn in by Chief Justice Kennedy.
Good evening, gentlemen. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States, the state of Ohio, and Buckeye Boys State, as well as the charter and ordinances of the municipal corporation. I will not be influenced by any consideration except that of merit and fitness in the appointment or discharge of employees. I will not make or authorize the expenditure of public money other than for adequate consideration and efficient service to the municipal corporation. I will faithfully, in all other respects, discharge the duties of this office. This I do as I shall answer unto God. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Turn too many pages. Congratulations. Please be seated. And now, Mr. Jordan will direct the Buckeye Boys State Band as they play our official state song, Beautiful Ohio. Jordan. Would the honor guard advance at this time?
Detail, attend, huh! Forward, huh!
is my pleasure to be here with all of you for this inauguration of our 2026 American Legion Buckeye Boy State Governor Nicholas A. Jensvold. For the presentation of an election certificate to Governor-elect Jensvold, I call on the podium Acting Secretary of State, past President Melissa Fowle.
Please be seated. Governor, please. In the name and by the authority of the voters of Buckeye Boy State, to whom these presents shall come, greetings. Know ye that Nicholas A. Jensvold of Koppin County has been duly elected to the office of Governor of Buckeye Boy State, sponsored by the American Legion, Department of Ohio. Therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in the President and pursuant to the Constitution and bylaws, do hereby commission the said Nicholas A. Jensvold, Governor, authorizing and empowering him to execute and discharge the duties appertaining to said office and to enjoy the privileges and immunities thereof. In testimony whereof I have hereunto subscribed my name and caused the great seal of the American Legion to be affixed this 17th day of June in the year of our Lord, 2026. Signed or attested by Stan Oren, Commander, the American Legion, Department of Ohio. Robert Schmitt, President, Buckeye Boy State. And James M. Koppin, Director, Buckeye Boy State. I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I now call on Chief Justice Kennedy for the swearing in of Governor-elect Jensvold.
Good evening, Governor. If you would raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Nicholas A. Jensvold,
I, Nicholas A. Jensvold,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that of the State of Ohio,
and that of the State of Ohio,
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
as Governor of American Legion Buckeye Boy State,
as Governor of American Legion Buckeye Boy State,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
This I do as I shall answer unto God.
This I do as I shall answer unto God.
Congratulations, Governor.
Thank you.
By the power vested in me by the American Legion Buckeye Boy State Board of Trustees, I hereby duly commission the 2026 American Legion Buckeye Boy State. The symbol of the official commission of Buckeye Boy State is the American Legion Buckeye Boy State flag, which will be carried by Dustin Vasko of Elbert City, who was the first delegate registered for the 2026 American Legion Buckeye Boy State program. Please post the flag of American Legion Buckeye Boy State.
Detail. Carry. Colin. Forward. March.
Citizens of Buckeye Boy State, I now have the distinct honor of presenting to you for his inaugural address, the Governor of American Legion Buckeye Boy State, the Honorable Nicholas A. Jensvold.
Good evening, fellow delegates of Buckeye Boy State, brave Legionnaires of the American Legion, and distinguished guests. I would like to thank everyone for your hard work and support for this administration. Know that I am incredibly grateful for our Lieutenant Governor, Jonathan Reed, as he has been with me every step of the way. Your Lieutenant Governor and I are here today because of your help and support. Thank you, everyone, for all you have done to help us so that we, can make this the best Buckeye Boy State program ever. Based on the excellent reports that I've heard, I also want to thank all of the citizens of Buckeye Boy State for all the great things you have already accomplished at the city, county, and state level. Building on the work of today, let us continue to strive for greatness. We have worked closely with the state agency directors and government officials to make sure that all issues of importance to you are addressed. As promised, we are working toward adopting a permanent recreation department for all, legalizing gambling for all citizens, instituting social media safeguards to reduce bullying and prevent harassment of our youth. We are also working in bipartisan fashion to increase salary and benefits for teachers while promoting more funding to improve education. To this end, we have, working with our cabinet, state agencies, and the General Assembly, drafted several bills for debate and consideration by our General Assembly. The state has put together a bill that we hope will be voted on tomorrow by the Senate to help create the Department of Recreation. We have also drafted another bill to send to the General Assembly that, if passed, would bring about the legalization of gambling at Buckeye Boy State, a core belief of the Federalist Party. This administration's policies will naturally align with many of the Federalist Party platform beliefs, but I want to assure everyone that my door is always open to all of you, regardless of party, so that we can do our best at governing issues. We at the state offices are doing everything we can to stay true to our citizens' needs so that you all can reap the benefits. I would like to thank my parents, Joe and Lana Jensvold, and my brother Vinny for molding me into the man I am today, along with everybody in my hometown of West Carrollton who has supported me in my journey. Finally, I would like to give a huge thanks to the American Legion for making this all possible for all of us. Thank you all again, my fellow delegates, for your time and support. As my city legionnaire, Mr. William Pennell, once said, "Promise nothing but greatness," so that is exactly what we will do. Thank you. I would like to take a second to acknowledge the truly wonderful job this boys' state band is doing this week. These guys practice throughout the day, and their dedication and talent really show through. It is because of this talent and dedication that I am pleased to announce that the next song played by the Buckeye Boys State Band is in fact an original arrangement of "This Is My Country," which has been arranged by John Brennan, staff arranger for the Ohio State Marching Band. Director Jordan, please take it away. For the purpose of an introduction of our keynote speaker this evening, I call upon Jack Whitaker, President of the Buckeye Boys State Bar Association.
Thank you, everyone. Sharon L. Kennedy was elected Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Ohio in November 2022. She is the 11th Chief Justice and the second woman to serve in that role. Chief Justice Kennedy began her career in the justice system as a police officer at the City of Hamilton Police Department. After obtaining her law degree from the University of Cincinnati College of Law in 1991, Chief Justice Kennedy opened her own law office and served the legal needs of families, juveniles, and the less fortunate. Chief Justice Kennedy first joined the Ohio Supreme Court as an Associate Justice in 2012. During her time on the court, Chief Justice Kennedy has championed the implementation of veterans courts through the certification of the Veterans Treatment Court Specialized Docket. Chief Justice Kennedy's support has been invaluable in establishing and promoting the work of these veterans courts. Chief Justice Kennedy has been a longtime friend to the American Legion Buckeye Boys State, and we cannot thank her enough for returning to swear in our elected officials and speak with us tonight. Please join me in welcoming Chief Justice Kennedy to American Legion Buckeye Boys State, and let's make sure she knows just how much we appreciate her.
You know what they say, if you get a standing ovation at the beginning of a speech, just sit down. It doesn't get much better than that. Good evening, and thank you, President, for that kind introduction. And I want to thank my friends at the American Legion, the Legionnaires, for the invitation to share in these opening ceremonies. I value the Legion's commitment to upholding and defending our Constitution, maintaining law and order, mentoring youth, advancing patriotism, preserving our history, and supporting a strong national defense, and devotedly serving our wartime veterans. To all of the delegates, thank you for choosing to participate in the democratic process, one of the foundations of our fundamental freedoms. In just 17 days, our nation will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. That document, 56 men signed that declaration, mutually pledging to each other their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. As they struck that pact to dissolve their political ties with King George III in 1776, they recognized that governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, in reliance on the separate and equal station to which laws of nature and nature's God entitle them. Among the many grievances aired against the king were his transgressions against the rights of self-governance, for dissolving the representative houses repeatedly, for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people, for making judges dependent on his will alone, not only for the tenure of offices, but the amount and payments of their salaries, and for taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, in altering fundamentally the forms of our governments. Let us put the colonists' grievances in historical context with the American Revolution. The shot heard round the world that sparked the American Revolution was April 19th of 1775. The Second Continental Congress formed the Continental Army on June 14th and named George Washington Commander-in-Chief the next day. By August 23rd, King George declared the colonies to be an open and avowed revolution. The Marine Corps was established on November 10th of that year. On June 7th of 1776, Richard Henry Lee, representative, filed a resolution for independence and declared the 13 colonies each to be free, independent states. A committee of 5 was formed: John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Robert Livingston, and Roger Sherman. And they were tasked with writing the Declaration of Independence on June 11th. The committee submitted a draft to the Second Continental Congress on June 28th. Congress adopted Lee's resolution on July 2nd and approved the Declaration of Independence 2 days later, on July 4th. The Revolutionary War continued for another 7 years, with battles like Saratoga, Kettle Creek, and Yorktown. The war would end September 3rd of 1783 with the Treaty of Paris. On December 23rd, General Washington surrendered his commission as Commander-in-Chief to Congress, ensuring that civil power survived the war. The Articles of Confederation proved ineffective, and the delegates of the Constitutional Convention came to Philadelphia in May of 1787. The Constitution was signed September 17th of 1788 and came in full force in March of 1789. Our Constitution, the Constitution that all of you pledge to protect and defend, protects our rights, the rule of law, and sets the example for the world to follow. As President Lincoln said, the Declaration of Independence was the promise, but the Constitution was the fulfillment. I believe there are 3 great lessons for us to learn tonight. We live in a republic. Elections, gentlemen, have consequences, and there is a secret to achieving success. You often hear the phrase that the United States of America is a democracy, but that is incorrect. The United States of America is a republic with a democratic method of choosing its governmental leaders. Our founders declared in the Declaration that all men are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among them are the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. On that foundation, the founders gave birth to a great experiment, a republic, premised on the simple belief that it is the citizens who rule our country through their representative voice. Think about it. The founders could have given you a monarchy. They certainly understood that. They could have given you a dictatorship. They could have given you a pure democracy where populist rule reigns. They didn't do that. They gave you a republic because of self-governance, because through your representatives, to protect the republic, they gave you a voice in the Constitution of the United States of America. Our Constitution protects our God-given rights against governmental overreach, and it preserves the republic by balancing the power of government among 3 separate but co-equal branches of government. You've taken the oath. There is a legislative branch that will make the law. There is an executive branch which implements and executes that law. And there is a judicial branch who will interpret the law to say what the law says, not what the law should be. In Article 4 of the United States Constitution, there is a guarantee that this country will remain a republic, for each new state formed in this country was required to adopt that Republican form of government. We the people, we shape our governments and its role in our life when we vote. And elections have consequences, real consequences, that affect public policies, the economy, and our society. The genius of the framers is that they gave us a Republican form of government that depends on the election of our representatives. But elections give us the forum for discussing, competing, and opposing views. They provide the opportunity for thoughtful debate of the critical issues we all face. But in those elections, there will be losers and there will be winners. But the victories and disappointments of election results really mirror the realities of life and politics. The politics of elections should never be confused with governance. Elections are a means to an end. Governance is the real result. Beyond the eye of candidacy or an election is we the people, and that is the foundation of our republic. Elected leaders are answerable to us, the people. Their powers are limited by the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and the laws of the state and the ordinances of municipalities as enacted. Gentlemen, you must hold your elected representatives accountable, and you yourself should expect to be held accountable for your actions as elected leaders at Buckeye Boys State. As elected leaders, it is your duty and obligation to respect the limits of your power, to listen to those who entrusted you with that authority, and to govern on behalf of all citizens, not some. I have no grand illusion that you will remember my name or this speech, but please remember this. Your world is one of immeasurable opportunities. Your lives have no ceilings other than the ones that you set. In your life, there are only floors to walk across and stairs to climb. The motivational speaker William Johnson once said, "If it is to be, it is up to me." It seems like a simple question, but what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you do? Where would you go? How far would you climb? As I look back, I never imagined I would be the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Ohio. But my parents taught me that everything is within your grasp if you do three things in life. Decide and commit. Work hard and have fortitude. That's it. That is the secret to success. Decide and commit to what your personal vision of success is. It will be different for everyone. Ask yourself, what does it look like for you? What do you want to do? Perhaps you're wondering what it would be like to serve in that role. Find someone who's doing that and go talk to them, shadow them, and look at the experience. Once you've set your goal, when you have decided and committed, you must live your life like the Legionnaires, all in. Every day is a new day to work to fulfill your dream. Hard work builds skill, character, and reputation. But hard work is not enough. You need fortitude. As you strive to achieve your goal, there will be moments of doubt. We all have them. It is not a question of whether those moments will come. The real question is, what will you do when it does come? Doubt, setbacks, feeling overwhelmed. These are all just parts of life. If you allow it, those feelings will build false ceilings and barriers because you will begin telling yourself that you can't do it, that you're not worthy of it, and that you're not good enough. But the fear you have is simply a liar. Those moments are not time to quit. Those are moments to rise. You will experience failures in life. So what? Turn the page, rip it out, soldier on, because you must continue to keep writing your story. Success almost never comes from a lucky break. It is the result of thousands of small efforts stacking up over time. All you ever wanted in life really depends on having some faith. It's not a passing fancy, but a core belief that what you want is possible, that you deserve that success, and that you're worthy of it. And fortitude's best hope, or fortitude's best friend, is hope. You have hope when you see through the ashes of today's failures while clinging to the promise of tomorrow's successes. Throughout my life, I have visualized my success, I have believed in it, and never, ever, ever set a ceiling. If I can do it, so can you. Mark Twain once said, 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So, throw out the bow line, sail away from your safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, dream, and discover. Your lives will be enriched by your participation in Buckeye Boys State. Understanding how government works will serve you well as you become participants in the life and in preserving our great republic. In closing, let me take one moment to set the First Amendment side by side with civility. Each of you has a valuable opinion on how government can and should best serve the people. But remember the words of former Speaker of the House, John Andrew Boehner. We may disagree, but we do not have to be disagreeable. Emulate the drafters of the Declaration of Independence who made the argument for rebellion in a restrained and civil tone, appealing to reason, not emotion. Differences of opinion are the beauty of our republic. Engage in debate, learn from each other, and find common ground to govern. You are an extraordinary group of young men. In this room, I see the next generation of leaders that will inspire Americans for the next 250 years. Work hard, work together, have a little fun, and remember, in the end, we are all one people. Serve today, tomorrow, and throughout your lives the Legionnaire's way for God and country. Best wishes on all of your successes. May God bless all of you. Thank you.
This evening, Boys State begins the awarding of 4 Honor City flags, 1 flag to a city in each of the 4 Boys State counties, determined by the city evaluators to have had the best governmental performance of the day. For the presentation of Honor City flags, I call on past President Melissa Fowle.
Well, I think there might have been a mistake right there. Don't we have 5 counties? Well, let's see. Where's Welsh? Oh, that was a little weak. We'll come back to you. So now, where's Koppin? Okay, now I would like for the mayor of Ridenour City to come up here. Get your flag. Okay, where's White County? Okay. Where is Shuck City? Mayor, come on down. Yep. Now turn around to the thing. Go ahead and meet him. Go down right here. Okay, where's Welsh County? That's so much better, woo! I would like the mayor from Zolch, come on up. Oh, just right here. Well, thanks for putting it back together. That's awesome. All right, where is Deweese? Peltier City, come on down, Mayor. Well, come on, let's go. Come on. There you go. Canold, I didn't forget about you. And the winner is Stockner.
Additionally, Boise State begins awarding one honored county flag to the county that has had the best governmental performance of the day, as determined by the county evaluators. And now, for the presentation of the honored county flag by Dean Boyers.
Good evening. Each day at Buckeye Boys State, county officials are evaluated on their performance and commitment to their offices. These evaluations help reinforce the principles of leadership, responsibility, and public service that are essential to Buckeye Boys State experience. County officers are evaluated in 4 areas: time on the job, being present, engaged, and fulfilling the responsibilities of the office; organization, managing duties effectively and maintaining an orderly and efficient office; attitude, demonstrating cooperation, professionalism, and a positive approach to service; and knowledge of duties, understanding and properly carrying out the responsibilities of the office. The scores of all county offices are combined to determine each county's daily average, and the county with the highest overall average for the day earns the privilege of displaying the county flag award until the next day's evaluation is completed. This award recognizes the collective effort of an entire county government and serves as a reminder that success is achieved through teamwork, dedication, and excellence in service. When the honor county is announced, I ask that the president of the county commissioners come to the stage. At this time, it is my honor to present today's County Flag Award to White County.
For this evening's announcements, I call to the podium Mark Weldon.
The Boys State Bar Association will meet at 8:15 a.m. in the Pearson Room, 128. All those who pass the bar exam, regardless of position, are invited to association meetings. Immediately following the Friday evening arena program, there will be the only practice for the Boys State Memorial Service to be held on Graduation Day Sunday. All of you who have been notified by the Memorial Service Chairman Chuck through your city councilor that you have been chosen to participate in the memorial service are to report to the stage at the conclusion of the evening arena program. To those of you who chose to run for an elected office, whether you won or lost, we thank you for being part of the process that we find most rewarding. To all the delegates here tonight, the direction of this program will take in the next few days rests squarely on your shoulders. I and the rest of the staff expect great things from each of you. Immediately upon the conclusion of the program, we do have severe weather approaching. Lightning is about 40 minutes away. It's raining now. Follow the instructions of your counselors and get back to the dorm as quickly as you can. There will be mandatory city meetings on your floors following the program. Please follow the counselor's instructions as to the exact time. We will have lights out at 11 p.m. We will rise and shine at 6:15 a.m. Mr. Governor, this concludes my announcements.
The benediction this evening will be given by Benjamin Dudley of Weldon County City. Uncover.
First of all, Dudley, not Dudley.
Sorry.
It's okay. He's great. May we bow our heads in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for letting all these amazing people gather here tonight. Thank you for the amazing week we have had thus far. And thank you for the opportunity that all of us are taking to further better our lives and our future. We come here today praying for you to help us throughout this week. Help us with all of our jobs throughout this week. And help us establish lifelong friendships throughout this week. And most importantly, we pray that all of us here may get closer to you, Lord, just because you are our only Savior. Amen.
Recover. Retire the colors. Hand salute. 2.
D10. Halt.
This assembly is adjourned.